Mike Gill, State of Corruption. Can we just talk liability for a second? Let's go back to that 360 video and the press conference that Channel 9 had with DEA Special Agent in charge, Michael J. Ferguson. All right, we'll attach that video after this, so you get to hear it for yourself. But Mr. Ferguson brought something out very important. He's turned around and said 80% of the drug addicted came from the hospitals. Wow. Remember death by the prescription? Remember how many doctors didn't like that? Well, I also hope you remembered when we put full of it, when a tractor trailer was full of drugs. Now, they didn't proportionally, right? John Delaney, who I gave you a criminal package to weeks before, you didn't know anything about it. Now you can't get your face off the TV. Well, anyhow, this big tractor trailer, they said heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. Turns out there was less than 2 pounds of cocaine and heroin. The whole tractor trailer was fentanyl. Where did it come from? Where'd you get it? Weeks after, they said 80% of the criminality of the addicted came from the hospitals. So where do you think it came from? And why didn't Delana say it came from the hospitals if they weren't covering for the hospitals? So, Michael Ferguson went on to say that we have good doctors and bad doctors. Wow. You know what we want to know? As people, maybe people who have lost loved ones from heroin, maybe people who have had themselves or their children get addicted from a doctor. We'd like to know the name of the bad doctors because we think there's liability here. Means if they're bad doctors, you're referring that they did something illegal and improper. And in this world, that if you do, you get to pay for it. Which is why, paying attention here, Alex Walker, the Manchester Medical Center, that's why he's there. Why do you think John Kakavish, your U.S. attorney previously, works at the Dartmouth? And let's not forget who the fucking landlord is at the Elliott, right? Anagos. Where did you think the fucking drugs came from? Came from the hospitals. They were selling it into the streets, which is why they had no accountability for it, which is why they're saying they got a trailer load, but not saying where it comes from. And why do you think they got the most corrupt attorneys in the state protecting their front doors? Because they are liable. They knew exactly what they were doing. How do you think they got these statistics yesterday? They were counting who was dying and where and how. 80%? Bad doctors? Well, it's time to pay. I think there's a class action lawsuit in here. And I think people who have lost loved ones and have been prescribed medicine and these painkillers from these hospitals to come forwards because we believe they're liable. And you know what? They know they're liable too. They're scared to hell that Mr. Trump became president. Why do you think they're having a fentanyl dump right now? Right? They call it a cover-up. Mike Gill, State of Corruption.